Mark Mensah treks the streets of Accra selling his wares every day. He is mostly on the western stretch of the capital along the Accra-Cape Coast Highway. He meanders through the vehicles and traffic just to find one person, or maybe two, to buy his wares. This was not his life before, but he prefers it to his previous life in prison. Mark was a young man living in a palm and selling drugs before he was nabbed by the police and sentenced to 4 years in prison. He served the full term before he met Christian Atsu.
Getting released from prison and reintegrating back into society is always a big task. But it was Christian Atsu's dream and vision to help many of these prisoners and ex-convicts get back into society the best way possible. Mark is a living example of this. Through Christian Atsu's reintegration process, he's been able to make a living for himself after he was released from prison in 2019.
Atsu collaborated with the Crime Check Foundation to reintegrate ex-convicts, decongest prisons, and reduce recidivism. In Mark's case, it was the late footballer who provided for him to start up a new life as a free man.
Christian Atsu's passing made me cry. I was very sad because Atsu is the reason why I am in Accra. Atsu is the reason why I have a place to stay.
In all, Atsu paid the fines of 113 petty offenders to get them out of jail. He also successfully reintegrated 46 ex-convicts. 2 of these families benefited from him by getting support for their children to keep them in school. He understood the pain of being brilliant but needy. Atsu also championed the passing of the non-custodial sentencing bill.
There are a lot of injustice going on in Tino.
I just want justice to prevail in the country.
Justice and Juma.
It was his dream that petty offenders would not have to go through the ordeals of being in prison or made to pay hefty fines. Ibrahim Kwating heads the Crime Check Foundation.
His joy was to see these brothers and sisters leave prison and then get something to do. So under our ex-convict reintegration project, he reintegrated most of these people into society by giving them trading capital, as in the case of Mark, for instance, who sells on the streets. So there are many people like Mark who are ex-convicts, but who have not re-offended because Christian got something to do.
Atsu's passing will be a big loss to many. The many he had started reintegrating, and the many more who depend on him, Mark inclusive.
He was a peaceful person. He cared so much for the poor and needy. I never thought someone like him would help me. He was a good person. My mom is still crying after she heard the news. I can't believe it.
He will look into the future now to find hope. The hope to continue moving on. Atsu may be gone, but he will be so fondly remembered. He was a fantastic footballer, but it tells a lot that not many care for how good he was on the pitch now, but just how he was always willing to extend a helping hand to the next person. They say people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but they would never forget how you made them feel. The 113 petty offenders Atsu helped out of prison will have his name on their lips forever. For 3 Sports, this is Yao Fusulabi in Accra.